Fridays mean unplugged on 702.
We thought we would retain Unplugged for today and kind of leave things on a musical note, considering the heavy week that it's been. And today we're featuring Mathew Mole. He is back. He's been hard at work in the studio, working on brand new music. I hope you have managed to pick up his new song, I Am With You. He's got it as part of the music that he has prepared for us this afternoon. And we join Mathew now just to have a catch up and ahead of playing the set that he has set aside for us. Hey, Mathew.
Hey, how's it going? Thank you so much for having me.
I thought you were going to be wearing your yellow beanie.
I should have. Hey, today I've got the white one.
You've got the white one today. For anybody who doesn't know what we're talking about, I think your images, what you've been posting has been so uplifting as well.
Oh, thank
we
you.
always see you with the balloons.
Yes.
I kind of know what the story of the balloons is, but tell us the story. What's the story behind
Yeah,
the balloons?
it's all part of this new song. So I've written this new song that you mentioned. It's called I'm With You. And basically the song, what the message behind the whole song is just a message of hope. It's a story of hope. It's just about like the journey of finding hope, like real, genuine hope that everyone needs. And that's what that balloon represents. That's what all the colors represent. It's all just a thing about kind of that balloon is like, it's a metaphor for like something that represents the hope that I'm holding on to. And then there's a music video where I lose that balloon and I go on this journey to search for it again. So it's all kind of like just like a surface level message of hope, but with like a rooted like meaning behind all of it. That's the point. Hopefully it's just a way of kind of spreading some sort of joy and hope.
Yeah, it has sunshine already infused in it is sunshine. Like there's this built-in sunshine that comes with it. So it's a great
Thank you.
one.
That's awesome.
But the song, the lyrics in the song are coming at such an important time. What was in your headspace when you wrote I'm With You?
Sure, thank you. That means a lot. It's great to know that hopefully it's impacting someone. But yeah. So the when I wrote the song, I mean it's just kind of words. It's the idea is that people will feel words of comfort and like people will feel less alone in things that they're going through. And obviously, yeah, like you say, right now it's a time when a lot of people are going through difficult things. But I think that's also something that kind of, I mean, a lot of people know what it's like to go through difficult situations, different level. There are obviously different levels of difficulty that people deal with, especially now. But that's kind of what the song was about. So when I wrote it, it was yeah, I guess inspired by like the difficult year and a bit that the whole world's been through. But it's also just, I mean, it's an ongoing thing that I think is nice to hear. It's always good to have some sort of encouragement, some sort of comfort, and just kind of to know that you're not alone in like a lot of the stuff that we go through in life. To know that we're not alone is, I think, an important thing to know. So that's what the message behind the song is, just to somehow bring hope in telling people, listen, you're not alone, and like you're heard and you're seen. That's kind of the story there.
Yeah.
But so yeah, I don't know. I just hope the goal is just so that people will, if anyone hears any of the songs that I write, it's like it just plays a small part, like a tiny part in telling the story of hope.
Yeah. No, I love the themes because before, when I think of Ghost and the purple that it came with, it's just imprinted in the mind. So I don't
That's
know
cool.
if you sit down with the team and you create a whole marketing feel, to your albums, or is it just something that evolves naturally? Or I guess I'm asking how deliberate you are, with the
Yes.
tone that each and every album sets and what it's wrapped in, because
Yeah.
Ghost is quite distinct, and now this one is also quite distinct.
Wow, thank you. That's a huge compliment. That's really cool that you've picked up on that kind of thing. So thank you. I mean,
Yeah.
there isn't a team or anything. I mean, there's obviously like the record label and the guys that make the technical logistics all kind of roll out properly and make sure the songs are released and the messaging is out there. But I mean, it's all kind of, most of the time it's quite a natural process. So I'll sit down, I'll start with the songwriting process, and I'll kind of, there's a whole lot of stuff that I've always got going on in my head, and I'll try and make sense of a lot of it by writing songs. And then when I write those songs, it's kind of stuff that I'm going through, stuff that I'm seeing happening, that kind of inspires what I write about. And then once I've got that message sort of in a place where I feel like it's articulated and it's in a song form that people might understand, then I kind of just come up with a lot of that, or all of that stuff myself, just the way it's also interpreted visually. So obviously the song, all I really know is how to write a song and just how to kind of try and be creative within the songwriting process, so what people are going to be hearing. But I also love the process of matching like the visual side of things to that. So I love to kind of incorporate a color or two that can help extend that message that the song has. So something bright, like you're saying, that goes with this current song, or the Ghost album was a purple color. It's all kind of stuff that just sort of comes together naturally, depending on the message behind the song and what the song's talking about and the mood of the song. So yeah, it all luckily it kind of comes together quite naturally. But that's also, I guess that's just how music is. You can feel a lot of emotion depending on the kind of song you're listening to and what the song is saying. And it's not a difficult thing to try and match some sort of color and some sort of visual that brings across that same message. But yeah, so that's
So
that's always the
yeah,
thinking.
it tells us a lot about how your brain works.
Oh,
Different
cool.
people's brains work differently. As artists, I
Totally.
think I'm often curious about how your brains work and how these
Yeah.
connections just come about. And what you've
Oh,
just described, I think, just kind of tells us a sense of how your process unfolds and how your
oh,
brain works.
cool.
But
Yeah.
Matthew, we're in this lockdown,
Yeah.
and it's disrupted the music industry, it's disrupted the arts, the eventing space, hospitality, tourism. It's just affected a lot of those sectors quite
Yeah.
heavily. So what is your strategy? Do you have a strategy around how you're going to really get the most out of this music at this time?
Yeah, I mean it's a great question. So for me, I mean, strategy wise, that's been difficult for when it comes to me personally and the music and all of that. I've had fun trying to be more creative within it, and trying to spend all the time, the extra time I've had writing songs and preparing. But I do know, so I mean, it's obviously been a strange and difficult time for the whole world or the whole country or all sorts of different industries. So I know that there are much bigger things going on in the world that need to be addressed now. So it makes sense that like public gatherings can't happen and certain restrictions are in place. Those make sense. So it's also just kind of it's been a it's been interesting just trying to figure out how to balance that, like how to kind of still put music out there and tell people, hey, come listen to my song, and hopefully shows are back soon. But it's also obviously important to try and to make sure that people like to make sure that I understand that there's other stuff going on in the world that's also needs to kind of take some focus from like for now. So yeah, so that's been, I think, the trickiest thing is just trying to find that balance. But in terms of strategy, I mean, a lot of what I do comes down to live performing. So without that
Mm.
happening, it's what I've just tried to take advantage of all the other things that I'm still able to do, like write music and release new songs and engage with people online and still try and be as present as possible. But then in terms of live music, the information that everyone's getting is all coming in at the same time. So for touring and all of that, it's kind of being adjusted. Plans and strategies are being adjusted as we get new information every 2 weeks or so.
Yeah.
But that's fine. I'm just trying not to stress about it. It's easy to get very stressed out about everything going on, but I think if you just try and keep that under as much control as you can, which is not easy, then I think it helps you stay sane for a little bit longer.
Yes. Well, you keep doing that. You keep doing the
Thank you.
brilliant work that you're doing, even under these hard circumstances. And thank you for the songs. Thank you for the songs
Thank
that
you.
you've prepared for us. I think your fans will
Yes.
be happy to hear that Let Me is
Yes.
included. And of course,
Oh,
the
great.
brand new song, I'm With You. Thanks a lot, Matthew.
Oh, thank you so much for the time. It's such an honor.
Thank you. Let's take you straight to the music. And that's Mathew Mole on today's 702 Unplugged.
My always, forever, the light in the dark. And I found it, the treasure, your beautiful heart. And with every piece of mine, I love you more than life. And you see it, you show it, the look in your eyes says that you called it, you know it, the truth in my lies. Because you know me better now than I think I know myself. Let me love you, all I want from you. And we are stronger, so hold on for longer. Take me back to when we sat alone in the garden. The dreams you had, you told me that it won't be a problem. Remember how it felt to love and never doubt. And I wish that I could tell you why it doesn't get easy to give away the part that makes me love you completely. But we have never lost, because we will never stop. And let me love you, and all I want from you. And we are stronger, so hold on for longer. Let me love you, all I want from you. And we are stronger, hold on for longer. Tell me where you go, the place where you hide. The less that you know, the more that you're mine. And all that I am, the words that I say, the love that I have, the curse that I break. And I'll be there and I won't turn away. In the lion's den, I'll never let you be afraid. I'm with you, I'm with you, I'm with you, I'm with you. When you know my song and your broken heart and your hope is gone, I'll be holding on again. I'm with you, I'm with you, yeah. Tell me where you've gone and bring me your case. The worst that you've done, the least my grace. And take what you see and take what you know and leave it with me and let them all go. And I'll be there, just let me in your heart. In your despair, I'll never let you fall apart. I'm with you, I'm with you, I'm with you, I'm with you. When you know my song and your broken heart and your hope is gone, I'll be holding on again. I'm with you, I'm with you, yeah. Oh, yeah, 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 yeah. Take my heart, hold my hand. All I want, all I am. Know my thoughts, know my plans. 'Cause when you know me in the dark, know I'm better than I've ever been. I'm with you, I'm with you. I'm with you, I'm with you. When you know my song and your broken heart and your hope is gone, I'll be holding on again. I'm with you, I'm with you. Yeah. Take yours and I'll take mine. On the right hand side I'll rest, and you'll find that you take rest in wine. So take these words and make them right, so one day you and I will write our names in the sky. We'll confide, and I'll find mine on the right of your side. And I'll find mine on the right of your side. If I throw away my fear and pride to set things right, then I'll find mine on the right of your side. And brothers and sisters, fill these cups with life. Please forgive them, 'cause they know not their lives. So take these words and make them right, so one day you and I will write our names in the sky. We'll confide, and I'll find mine on the right of your side. And I'll find mine on the right of your side. Oh, if I throw away my fear and pride to set things right, then I'll find mine on the right of your side.
Fridays mean unplugged on 702.